Hi, this is Austin with Radical STEM Tutoring, and today we're going to graph some geometric figures from points and find the area and perimeter. Let's get started. So, the first thing we need to do is graph all of these points that we've been given for this shape. So if we start with point O, we see that it's at x equals 3 and y equals 2. Then point P is at x equals 1 and y equals 2. Okay. Point Q is at x equals 1 and y equals negative 4. And finally, point R is at x equals 3 and y equals negative 4. Now if we connect all the points that we just graphed, we'll see that these points actually give us a rectangle. So to find the perimeter, we need to know the length of each side and add up all of those side lengths. So the top and bottom go from x equals 1 to x equals 3, and 3 minus 1 is 2. So that means these side lengths are 2. That's the same for the top and the bottom. Now, how do we find these side lengths? Well, we know that the top part goes from y equals 0 to y equals 2. So that part is 2 in length. And this goes from y equals 0 to y equals negative 4. So you've made a total of 4 steps in that direction, which means that length is 4. Altogether, if we want the length of the full side, that would be 2 plus 4, or 6. That means the perimeter is equal to the side length of 2, but we have 2 of those, plus the side length of 6, and we have 2 of those. So our perimeter is equal to 16 units. Now remember, the area of a rectangle is just its length times its width. So the area is just going to be equal to the width of 2 times its length of 6, and that of course is 12 units squared. Alright, let's do one more figure. Okay, let's get to graphing these points. So we see that point S is at 0, 0, right at the origin. Point U is at x equals 8, all the way over here. And point T is at x equals 3 and y equals minus 2. So if we connect all these shapes, we see that we have made an upside down triangle. So the area for this shape will actually be quicker to get this time. Because if you remember, the area for a triangle is 1/2 its base times its height. You can see that the base is from 0 to 8. So this side length, the base, is 8. And the height, doesn't really matter that it goes down, it's still the same amount of height from bottom to top. We took 2 steps down to get there, so the magnitude of the height is 2. So then our area is equal to 1/2 of 8 times 2. Now 2 and 1/2, 2 divided by 2 will cancel out, which means our area just comes out to 8 square units. Now the perimeter will take a little more work. To find all of these side lengths, we're going to have to use the Pythagorean theorem a couple times. We know that the base will contribute 8 to the perimeter, but we have 2 more side lengths that we need to find. So to find how long this side of the triangle is, we're going to have to make a smaller triangle. So we see that this triangle has a height of 2, but how long is this? Well, we know that this point for our triangle was at x equals 3, which means that if we trace that up right here, this distance is 3. And of course that means the other half is 5. So, you can use the Pythagorean theorem to find that c squared equals 3 squared plus 2 squared, or this hypotenuse c is equal to the square root of 3 squared is 9 plus 2 squared is 4, and that comes out to 3.6. Okay, let's do the same thing to find this other side length. So this hypotenuse d squared will equal 5 squared plus 2 squared, or d will equal the square root of 5 squared is 25 plus 2 squared is 4. And that comes out to 5.4. And when we add all of those up, the perimeter comes out to 17 units. Alright guys, so that is how you can start with a set of points to graph a figure and find out its area and perimeter. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to like it and share it. And remember, you can book an online tutoring appointment with us right now through our Facebook page. Have a radical day.